My name is Daphne. I oversee PETA's animal shelter, which assists animals in underserved areas of southeastern Virginia and northeastern North Carolina. Every year, PETA publicizes its report on the numbers of animals we take in and what becomes of them, and we'd like you to see the whole picture. In 2018, the suffering of thousands of animals was prevented, alleviated, or ended, and their lives were saved or improved thanks to PETA's shelter and its field workers. Emily, Jess, Heather, Kat, Holly, Kate, Thomas, Hannah, Ashley, Jenny, Adam, and Chris.
Every day and night, in all weather extremes, we answer calls for assistance from some of the poorest communities in this part of the United States, where animals have no one else to help them. I had no idea when I first came to PETA that there are people who keep their companion animals outdoors 24/7 and can't be bothered to provide them with food and water on a regular basis, much less take them to the vet when they are sick, injured, or even dying.
We see dogs who are so unloved that they were never even given a name. They spend their entire lives tethered by a heavy chain, sometimes heavier than they are, watching as life passes them by, deprived of companionship, exercise, and respect.
We deliver free, sturdy, custom-built dog houses and straw bedding to those who would otherwise go without any protection from the elements. We replace heavy chains with lightweight tie-outs, and we remove tight or makeshift collars, replacing them with comfortable ones. Every year, we help thousands of dogs for free, treating parasites, providing flea and fly strike prevention, shaving matted fur, distributing water buckets, food and toys to play with, and giving much-needed affection.
We deal with unimaginable suffering, injury, and neglect. We see dogs chained without shade in the sweltering summer sun, penned for life amid their own filth, yelled at, or just forgotten. We improve their living conditions as best we can, try to persuade their owners to allow them to live indoors, show people how to care for them in basic ways, find new homes for any we can, and offer euthanasia for those who are too far gone or unadoptable.
In 2018, we assisted more than 25,000 animals in more than 250 cities.
We responded to 2,335 calls for emergency help.
Our clinics spayed or neutered 11,464 dogs, cats, rabbits, and guinea pigs, all at no or low cost.
Operating the clinics cost PETA more than $1,237,000 in 2018 alone.
Our clinics have sterilized nearly 162,000 animals, and we have paid to sterilize many others at private veterinary practices.
Of the dogs sterilized on our clinics, 1,121 were pitbulls. We spay or neuter pitbulls for free because they are the most abused and neglected breed of all, the one our field workers most frequently encounter in the field, on a heavy chain or confined to a tiny pen 24/7, used as a cheap alarm system or a breeding machine, and afforded zero consideration and respect.
We took in just over 2,500 animals, roughly 1% of all the animals who entered Virginia shelters.
We assisted more than 3,000 indigent families in keeping animals they were about to give up by providing them with dog or cat food and free medical services, including repairing prolapsed organs, performing life-saving surgeries on dogs suffering from dangerous uterine infections, amputating broken tails, removing tumors and ruptured growths, performing drainage surgery for hematomas and infected wounds, and treating ear, skin, and upper respiratory infections.
We found wonderful permanent homes for 45 dogs, cats, hamsters, guinea pigs, chickens, and a goat, and they are truly permanent homes because we don't just give animals away. We impose careful safeguards on adoptions.
We delivered 660 other animals to high-traffic shelters where they were given a chance at finding a loving home.
We euthanized 1,798 sick, suffering, dying, feral, aggressive, and otherwise unadoptable animals.
532 of the animals we euthanized were brought to us by loving guardians who were desperate to relieve their animal companions suffering from old age, illness, or injury, but unable to afford the high cost of euthanasia. PETA provides this community service, which most other shelters do not, completely free of charge.
PETA's animal shelter never turns away animals, regardless of their age, history, breed, physical condition, or temperament. We never put people on a waiting list or charge an admission fee, and our staff is available 24/7, including to respond to after-hours emergencies. PETA often takes in the aggressive or feral animals rejected by other shelters as unadoptable. We serve more than 160 communities, many of which are low income, often filling in for animal shelters that don't take cats in at all, or that have intake policies so restrictive that residents are left with nowhere to turn when they need help.
I've devoted my life to helping animals, especially the most damaged ones. It breaks my heart, but I know that euthanasia is a necessary part of alleviating suffering and dealing with the horrors created by irresponsible and careless people. In many cases, it's the only humane option.
We never want to euthanize an animal simply for being homeless. That's why we go into communities where animals need us the most and work at the root of the homelessness problem: unwanted births.
We counseled and helped many people keep their animals by showing them how to cope with behavioral quirks, grooming challenges, house training woes, and more.
And we transported more than 965 dogs and cats to and from our clinics free of charge for people who had no transportation.
In 2018, the members of PETA's Community Animal Project Rescue Team deployed to North Carolina to assist animals affected by the devastation left by Hurricane Florence. Before and after Hurricane Florence hit, our emergency rescue team operated a phone bank and went door to door dealing with waste-contaminated water that was up to porches and inside houses, doing all they could to get animals to safety. For over a week, they trudged through the floodwaters to search for abandoned, lost, and injured animals, reunited frantic guardians with animals trapped inside homes, and rescued dogs, cats, and even chickens.
Every day, PETA works hard to help animals by preventing and ending cruelty, neglect, homelessness, and needless euthanasia. We have been swimming upstream, dealing with an overpopulation and homelessness crisis that shouldn't exist. Please help by calling on your local government to pass a dog tethering ban, spay and neuter requirements, and laws to keep animals safe. Urge everyone you know to adopt animals and never buy them, have their animals spayed or neutered, and help others do the same. And if you witness animal abuse, please try to stop it, or at least report it. Thanks for caring. Please share this video.